Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video doing an unboxing and review of the Aroeve Air Purifier, specifically the model that's listed as MK09W. On the box it's actually going to say Smart Starry Air Purifier. This is an air purifier that you can currently get on Amazon for about $175. It comes in 4 separate color options: space gray, black, silver metal, and white. As far as the square feet capacity, it's 1,780 feet or square feet as far as air purification. And it actually has a built-in star projector where that encompasses 5 different colors as well as multiple different effects, which I think could be very useful if you have children or want to set up a certain environment in your apartment or home. The other thing is the filter is going to be a 4-layer filter that they say is washable, which is convenient because you probably don't need to replace it as frequently. And then the only other thing I wanted to mention is that it does encompass a smart app feature as well. So you can control the air purifier through an app, and we'll walk through that process throughout this video as well. Okay, so sorry for the angle on this one. It's going to be a little bit difficult because this box is so large, but the box is just a cardboard box. I did want to highlight on one side that it does provide instructions for how to kind of set it up. So it says, place the air filter on a flat, stable surface like the floor. Open and remove the air take grill on the back of the machine, which will be on this side. Tear open the filter bag and remove the HEPA filter, which is this. Then you're going to locate the washable primary filter screen on the box and assemble it as indicated, which is going to be picture 3 or so. And then basically insert the combination of filter into the air purifier, ensuring the filter cover alignment is within the slot, but we'll walk through it. As far as package content, you'll have the air purifier, user manual, the app download and installation instructions, which they actually have a QR code so you can get to that. They have the HEPA filter, original filter, a washable primary filter screen, and then light shielding cover ×2. And then they've got essential oil pads as well, which are complimentary. So what I'll do now is I'll just open this up. Okay, so there were 3 separate pamphlets that were included. So one is going to be the user manual, and it'll show you everything that basically comes in the packaging, basically how to set it up, how to set up the app, and then the basic controls as far as what the different buttons are, as well as the Alexa controls through the apps and things like that. So that's the user manual. This one here is basically an instruction manual for in the application. You can basically adjust the star light brightness from 0 to 100, individual control star light green, or like on off basically. You can adjust the light dynamic and static effect, the panel brightness, and then enable or disable child lock features, which is all built into the app, which is nice and convenient. And then lastly, they've got information about Bluetooth connectivity as well. So through the app, how to start that, and I'll do that after we kind of go through this, but you can get controls through Alexa as well as Google Assistant, and they list all these here as well, but I'm not going to go through those right now. Beyond that, these are going to be the essential oil inserts. I'll just smell them real quick. And they're not a strong aroma. I'm not entirely sure what they smell like or anything, but there's 5 separate inserts. And then this is the primary screen that goes around the HEPA filter that can be washable, and we'll install that. As far as when you first get it out of the box, there's a couple plastic things that are holding everything into place so that it doesn't come undone. So you have to take off this tape here, and then this tape. And this bottom part is actually loose and free. And then on the top here, where the star projector is, there's another piece of tape holding into place as well. And this mount goes onto here, I believe. And then there's a insert over the light projector there. But that's kind of the gist of it. On the front here is the control panel, and they've got a protection there. It says Aroeve, or however you say that right here. The control panel's there. And then basically this is the air outlet on the top here, the star projector, and the different light features. So that goes on the top. So what we'll do now is we'll walk through setting up the actual filter on the bottom here. Hopefully you can see it on camera. A couple other things. On the back here, this is where the insert is for the essential oil kind of cube. It basically pops right in and out. You just have to press it. It's like a push button and it secures and stays in place. And there's already one in there, so you don't have to start with putting one in. And then I believe here is a laser sensor for air quality, for the filter quality as well. As far as the back panel here, it should just lift off. It's basically a screen here. And then they have a HEPA filter built into here already. An additional light shield on the top here. So as far as setting this up, basically you just take out the HEPA filter. It's basically a large filter. It'll filter the air through here. From personal experience with the other filter I have, which is the Pure Air one, sometimes you'll get like dust and stuff on the outside of this, and a lot of times you can just vacuum it directly. But this primary screen actually should function to clean out the air on its own, so you might not need to do that. As far as the primary screen, it's basically just a coarse filter. There's Velcro on the one end here that'll allow you to wrap this around and secure it around the filter, and it'll sit in place like this. And when it gets dirty and stuff, or the air quality gets poorer, you can probably just wash this, see if the sensor comes back to where it should be. And then determine whether you need to replace the HEPA filter. But basically you just wrap this around the HEPA filter, okay? Get the Velcro secure like this. Make sure it's all snug. And you're good to go here. And then you insert it directly into this part here. Here, it doesn't matter on the orientation, I believe. It looks like it should be fine. And so you basically just put it in like this. It actually inserts pretty easily. It's a pretty snug fit there. And then you insert the back panel back on. There's grooves on the bottom here, so just line those up and it should just snap into place, I believe. Yeah, so it snaps into place. And it's not the sturdiest of connection there. It's a little bit prone to come out. So that's one kind of criticism here, unless I don't have it in all the way. But it is something that if you have kids, just be careful with that, because they could probably kind of mess with this pretty easily. So that's one drawback there. And then that's on the top here, it does have some sort of information here. We'll just read this real quick. It says, before using it for the first time, please take out the air filter to unpack it, then fit it back. Product built-in sensor switch. You need to place the filter as required to start the machine. Please use a secure 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi for network connection. But that's it, and then laser sensors there. And so the only other things we'll kind of go through here while we have them out is there are two separate light shielding covers for the top here. They basically just sit on top of here. There's no snap or anything like that. It just sits on top, and you can either use this one or the other one depending on your setup, and that'll kind of block the light and project it more intensely or not. But we'll go through that in a moment. But those are the two shields. And then let me just plug this in, and then we'll walk through the control manual and then the app as well. Okay, so I plugged it in. The power switch is on here. You can see that it's illuminated with power across the front with these three dots. Really, I think you just have to hit the power button. It is like a touch screen. There's no buttons or anything like that. And then I'll have to walk through this because I did read the manual. But on the top here will be a sensor for the air quality. I'm not entirely sure the colors or how it functions, but basically that'll be an indicator for the air quality. Up here is going to be telling you the particulate clearance. So it could be 2, 2.5, and 5 or 3. I think it's micrograms or whatever of particulate. So you can adjust that according to the level of filtration that you want. And so ideally you would want the, I guess, smallest particles as far as clearing it out. And that kind of gets indicated there. Here gives you a timer. So you should be able to press this. And so you can do 0 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3, 4. I guess you can just keep on going. Interesting. Oh, up to 24. So you can leave it on for up to 24 hours. Or I believe the 0 setting would allow it to be on continuously. But it's an easy responsive tap function there. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back to 0. So this should allow it to be continuously on there. And then this gives you a sense of the, oh, this is the filter quality. On the top right here, it shows you like a filter type thing. That tells you the filter quality, which is 100% at this point, and then the percentage should decrease as you use it. On here is the light projector, or the light switch, so you can turn it on or off, and that basically turns it on or off right here. And you can actually toggle through the lights. So if you look here, basically it's blue, white, no light, white, red, green, and blue. And so you can toggle through the different light types there and whether it's on or off, okay? So currently it's off, but now it's on. For this button on the bottom here, there's 3 separate modes. One's an automatic mode indicator, which will just filter as you go. One's gonna be an eco mode, and it actually shows there. And then the last one is the Wi-Fi indicator, and if you press on for 3 seconds, 2, 3, you'll see a Wi-Fi indicator there that allows you to adjust it in the app. But so there's 2 built-in modes and then the customizable mode through the app as far as the features. But those are the main highlights here. I'm just looking, yeah, those are the main highlights. What I'll do now is I'll set up the camera so you can actually see the ceiling, and I'll walk through the different settings there just to give you a general sense of what the starry light projection aspect of it looks like. Okay, so now you can see what I mean by the light projection onto the ceiling. So currently you're seeing green lights with this like kind of like northern lights pattern, rainbow pattern going across it, which is pretty cool. And now what we'll do is just first off toggle through the different light colors. And so that changes it to red. And so you see like that background color change to red. This is overall green, all right? This is blue. And then I believe that this is yellow. And this is off, so it's now just the green lights. And then this is back onto like the, I guess it's a rainbow pattern, or like the light looks clear on the surface here. Okay, so on the control panel here, this is the light one. Underneath here though is actually the fan intensity. And so when you press this, it goes from low to medium, or actually it goes through like a quiet mode, a low mode, and a high mode. And so the fan intensity increases with that, as you can hear. But there's like a low automatic mode, like a low mode, which is a little bit quieter, and then the high mode's a little bit higher. Okay, so I set up the air purifier next to me because we can't put it on camera. But as far as setting up the app, they do have QR codes through the instruction manual as well as on the box. But if you have an iPhone and you go to the App Store, it's going to be this Smart Life, Smart Living app. You'll just download it and go to open. It'll have some prompts at the start as far as enabling like notifications and such, but you'll get to this screen where you have to sign up, and so you just hit sign up and you'll register, and so I'll walk through doing that now. So I realized the light was pretty bad, but what it basically does is prompt you to put in your email. They send you a verification code, you enter that, and then you create a password. Then basically it'll come to this screen that says, to provide you with better services, we request the following permissions, and that's service maintenance and improvement activity and personalized recommendations, which I'll just check yes of them. And now we're going to the app, so it says, welcome to your new personalized homepage. We'll hit got it. And now what we can do is we should be able to add, add a device at the top here. So you hit the plus, add device here, and Smart Life app is requesting following access permissions, location, local network, Bluetooth, home data. We'll just hit continue, and then allow Smart Life to find Bluetooth devices, and we'll hit yes. And we can allow that because I don't have any other devices. It says allow Smart Life to find local networks. We'll do that. And then what you have to do now is it's searching for the Bluetooth. So what you have to do is go on to the the device and you have to go to the Bluetooth mode. It's the bottom left button of the 6 buttons, and you just press and hold it for 3 seconds. And as you can see here, it promptly popped up. And so now we can do that. I have to put my Wi-Fi password in. And then once you put your Wi-Fi password in, it's now walking through some sort of installation. Okay, so once it connects to the Wi-Fi and downloads, it'll give a check and say it was added successfully. You'll hit done. Okay, and then it should bring you to a screen for the actual what's it called, air purifier. So it says Star Air Purifier on the top. It actually gives you your location and the temperature outside. It gives you the setting for the indoor air quality and the filtration, so it's great quality. Filter remaining is 100%. It says the wind speed is low. On the bottom here it says different, like particulate matter, and hit mode. And this is where it has the 3 separate modes. So auto, it immediately, if you hear in the background, went down to a lower setting, and that's based on the filtration level and the amount of like air quality you need. Eco-friendly, and you get a like an audio feedback with it actually beeping through the modes. And then manual mode is whatever you set, and so you can do that readily here, and it's immediate on the air filter. The speed, you can go through the 3 or 4 separate modes. So I misspoke earlier, but there's a low mode, there's a high mode, and you can hear it picking up in the background. There's a turbo mode, which is really high and really loud, and then there's a sleep mode, and the sleep mode is much quieter. So that's convenient, and it's really cool that you can do this app-based, because you can really do this from anywhere in your home. And then you can go through settings, so you can toggle on and off the child lock. UV, I don't know if I guess there's a UV filter, which is, let me see if I can see that. Huh. I don't see anything going on or off, but it says UV there. Timer shutdown settings, so you can toggle through 1 hour up to 24 hours, like I said earlier, which is nice. And you can do the starlight, and so now the starlight turned on, and then the light flowing is the the starlight turned on, yeah, and then the light flowing is like that cascade of light that came across. Light color, here's all the light colors. So there's red, green, blue, yellow, and colorful. And so that's what we showed you earlier as far as the different color options. And then green starry is the toggle on, and they only have that option. So the starry pattern only comes in green. It doesn't come in other color options. The star brightness, you can intensify it. This can go all the way up to, I believe, 100. And so yeah, as you do this, it should increase the intensity. So that's that. And then screen brightness, that's for the display screen on the side, so you can decrease it or down to 25% as you need. And then you can actually set up a schedule, add timer data, basically to kind of toggle through different schedules depending on what you want to do. So if you want to set it up at night, you can do that. And then market is just like going to Amazon, it looks like. So that's all the settings directly through here. And then that's the main features, I believe. So it's nice. You can basically, I think, edit the name on the top here, if it allows me to as well, but we're not going to waste our time with that. But it gives you a general sense of the air quality, the weather outside, and that sort of thing. And you can switch it off as well immediately, and it'll turn off. So all these are immediately giving feedback as far as what it looks like. I'm curious, and that's the general gist of it. But that's all I have for the Smart Star Air Purifier. This is the company Aroeve. I'll leave a link below, but it's Aroeve. It's currently on Amazon for about $175 and covers up to 1,782 square feet, which is a nice coverage. And the built-in light I can see being a great option as a night light for kids. But thanks for watching and have a great day.